This is the build that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. What is up, guys? Beancrew49 here. We're back on the Desolation map, and we're back in front of the Nordies. This mall has no end in sight. Oh my goodness, guys. It just keeps going on and on and on and on. It feels like we've been working on this mall forever. And you know why it feels like it? Because we have. We started this mall, I think it was like episode 60 something. We're on episode 253. You do the math, guys. This has been a long time coming. Let me get on the juice so we can see what's going on in here. I don't think I've worked on this off camera for you guys. I've been, like I said in past videos, this mall is just intimidating. I can only work on it in small doses. Alright, we got the suit section. Oh, people coming and going. Alright. And, yeah. Got this over here. I don't know. Got a long way to go. This is just the first floor. We got another floor upstairs that hasn't even been started yet. Oh my god, we're not even halfway, guys. Well, I wanted to work on the mall today because it is mindless work. You know, it's just repetition. And I want to talk to you guys about something. I think is kind of important. I don't know. The more observant of you might have realized that today is the eve of 1 year on YouTube for me. Yes, Beancrew49. On December 3rd, I released my first official video. And I'm going to talk about that more tomorrow. I don't want to get into that too much and just start saying like all the things I'm thankful for and all those things. We'll get into that tomorrow, guys, okay? But today I want to talk to you about... Let me just think of what I want to put down here. What is it? Yeah, one of these. I want to talk to you about a little thing I like to call time. I guess you probably call it time too. I want to talk about time today because time is a very, very complicated thing. And I've, started to have some realizations about time that, just came to me the other day. Literally. And I wanted to share it with you guys and see what you think about what I have to think about time. I know a lot of you are younger. I don't know how old you are necessarily. You personally. But I know a lot of you are younger, so this might not strike a chord with you yet. But trust me when I say, when you get older, time starts flying. Once you hit about like 22, 23, time takes on a whole new meaning. Years start feeling like months, and months start feeling like weeks, and weeks start feeling like days. It's a crazy phenomenon. I don't know why it feels like that, but I do have a theory that I just came to the other day. So, like I said, let me hear what you guys have to think about it. Crafty Chunk MC, he's new. I never heard of him. Anyway, okay, so when you're a kid, time is kind of, you don't really pay attention to it. You live your life, and you have fun, and you explore, and you adventure, and you play, and you're not really too concerned with time. Time is just a thing that adults worry about. But as you get older, you start getting more responsibilities. And as you get more responsibilities, you kind of have to, be present in more places at more times. You know what I mean? You have to make appointments and all these things. Uh-oh. Ran out of space on that one. Let's get rid of that. A lot of new people joining the game. So yeah, as a kid, time really means little to you. Little. If anything. But once you hit about 22, 23, your priorities start to accumulate. And you kind of lose that playfulness that you had as a child. And that's not, everyone agrees with that. You don't really have the vigor that you had as a kid as you grow older. And time starts behaving differently as an adult. And what I mean by that... Uh-oh. Okay, that I did not want to do. Okay. Sorry, I am very scatterbrained at the moment. I realize that. But, I gotta build and I gotta talk, so it's kind of difficult. But I'm doing my best, guys. Doing my best. Anyway. Yes, as you get older, time starts flying by. You start losing track of time. Like I said, suddenly you'll be 24. Suddenly you'll be 32. Suddenly you'll be some crazy age that you weren't even thinking about. And time will just have passed you by. Now, I have a theory for this. What changes? Well, it's not really a theory. I'm pretty sure I know. When you are a child, your perception of time is changed because you're looking at the world through a child's eyes. You don't have the responsibility. You don't have the... what's the word for it? You know, you're not required. Nothing's really required of you. The base things are required of you. So you're not really concerned with it. But guys, 1 year has passed on YouTube so fast for me. So quickly. Like, I blinked and it's been a year. I can't believe it. And you know why that is? Why it went so quickly in my mind? Because I'm an adult, and that's how I view time. I view time like an adult. Okay? Now, adults view time in a very different way than kids do. Kids' perception of the world is one of discovery. You know, every moment is something new to discover. Okay? Every moment is a new adventure. Every moment is a chance to learn something you never knew before. A chance to discover something new, right? As you grow older, there's less and less things that are new under the sun. And you start to get a kind of like, you lose that whimsical feeling of being a child and experiencing life for the first time. So, when this happens, you stop living in the present moment. You start thinking about the future. Because when you have responsibilities, that's what you have to think about, is the future. How are things gonna go in the future? Dun dun dun, right? A child doesn't think about that. The only thing a child looks forward to is basically like Christmas and their birthday. That's about it. That's the only dates that the child is looking forward to, right? An adult has to look forward to when rent's due, or when something at work has to be done, or when their anniversary is, or when their wife's birthday is. They're always thinking about the future and things that are coming up. When that bill is due, when they have to pay the power bill, you know, when the trash has to go out. You start thinking about things in the future, then you start living. If you start thinking about things in the future, you stop living in the present moment. Okay? Children live in the present moment. They're here in the now. They're present. They're soaking up everything that's around them right now. Okay? So somewhere along the line, if you're an adult, if you're still a kid, then God bless you. Keep that always. Always keep that. But if you are an adult and you understand what I'm talking about, somewhere along the line, your perception of life, your perception of reality took a shift. And it shifted from looking at the world like a child to looking at it like an adult. And believe it or not, society has told you your whole life that you should be looking at life as an adult. Because there's a lot of danger out there. You know, you have to be ready for it. You know, one day you're going to be 65 and you can't be working. So you're going to have to save up for that fateful day. So people work their whole lives based on some fear of the future. Okay? Now, what happens to time when you are just constantly focused on the future? Time slips through your fingers, guys. If you're living in the future, you don't experience the present moment. The present moment just slips away and is gone. And you never got to cherish it. And if you never get to cherish the present moment, then it's going to seem like it went by way too fast. Way too fast. Okay, and that's why, guys, if you feel what I'm saying right now, if time is passing you by, that's because your perception of reality is skewed. The reality is that we are living in an enchanted land, full of magic and possibility. Anything you imagine can become real Through your thoughts and your actions, you can manifest anything. If you want to be a professional boxer, you will be a professional boxer, provided you put in the work to do so. Anything you think can be real. And kids know that. Kids are born knowing that. But somewhere along the line, you forgot that small fact. And your perception changed. It shifted. And all of a sudden, you no longer experience world through a child's eyes. You're now an adult. And adults, forgive me for saying this, but it's true. Adults are boring. They lack imagination. They lack creativity. They don't have the fire in their eyes anymore. They're dead inside. Most of them are dead inside, guys. I mean, your parents, most of them are dead inside. And that's not like a knock against them, but it's the truth. Okay? They've forgotten what it means to be a child. And, you know, if you're a child still, you have the option here. You can listen to your parents, right? They're going to tell you, you need to focus on the future. You need to go to school and get an education and worry about where your money is going to come from. You can listen to that. That's your choice. Okay? But do you want to be dead inside like your parents? Do you? I wouldn't want to be. I don't want to be. If you want real life advice, seek out small children. And you know, don't even ask them for advice. All you have to do is observe and just watch how, look at the spark in their eyes as they go around this world playing. Life is a playground. And you've been duped into thinking this is a workplace. The purpose of life is not to work. The purpose of life is to play and enjoy and experience and learn and grow. Money does not have any part of that. Money does not enter into that situation at all. Zero. There shouldn't be money. There shouldn't be money. I talked about this in yesterday's video. Money, there shouldn't, in our society, we shouldn't have it. It's a mistake. And we need to stop thinking about it and stop ruling our lives by it. Or letting it rule our lives, I should say. Okay, guys? So, it's been a crazy year. You're going to hear my thoughts on the year in tomorrow's video. But I just want to say, guys, time can very easily pass you by. So easily. But you have a say in it. Okay? Trust me, you have a say in how life goes. You control your own perception of time. And it's based solely on your perception of reality. If you face reality like a child does, life will seem like a playground. If you face life like an adult does, life will seem like a cubicle. I'm going to leave you with that. I'm going to go out on that note right there. There's no truer words spoken right there, okay, guys? So, tomorrow, we're going to talk about 1 year. Oh, man. I want to thank you guys for everything you've done. Everything you've done has been so amazing, so great. You know, we're taking off here. 2,000 subscribers 1 year. Oh, baby. I couldn't have hoped to be doing better. I've been looking at life through an adult's eyes for so long. It's time to wake up and start remembering what it's like to be a kid. Okay, guys? Remember along with me. So, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy Minecrafting. Peace.